Deviated 500 here. This day has been very exciting, and the reason it's been exciting is clearly because, as you can see here, the Smart Parts 5 arrived. Ordered this, well, it doesn't matter. Point is, I got it here, basically an unboxing. I already unboxed it, I adjusted the trigger, shot it and everything, but this will be, I believe, the only high quality video of an unboxing. And so, this is sleeve, take it aside, and that's the box. Smart Parts uses always the same box. They even use it on the Impulse. The only thing they don't use the same is the one that's in the inside, the black part. But yeah, you open it up, and there's a Vibe. Now this is a pretty light gun, extremely light for the price that it is. It's made of composite, which is pretty cool. Clamping feed neck that fits loaders, reg, just down the bottom. Cool thing on the ASA, it's not an on-off, but it's got a huge hole for the exit of the air that's pressurized inside. That because if you've seen like Titma 98s or Spiders, you take the tank off and it makes this psst noise super hard, and this one just goes, because it's so huge, it's like psst. Doesn't make that much noise. I'll show you in a little while. But yeah, it's kind of like the Ego styles clamping feed neck, where you clamps down on the bottom. Ion threaded, bolt out back like the Ion XC. The trigger is magnetic. If you've ever felt a Epiphany trigger, it feels a lot like it. I've never felt an Ion trigger before, but I assume it's also magnetic, so probably like it. But it's got more of a design from the Epiphany and the EOS, and well, even the Lux and the Impulse. So yeah, I mean, this is not the Blackheart. This is just a stock one. As you can see, it's matte black. It's not shiny. It's got 3 modes. You can turn it on. I don't know if you can hear it. That's semi. Got a 3-shot burst. And full auto. One thing about 3-shot burst, it's that it actually works like ramping. I mean, I'm not that great, but I assume I can get fast with 2 fingers. I did it like that to make it even faster. But it's capped at 11 balls per second. What more can you ask? It's a pretty great gun. Now, this is the barrel, 10-inch barrel. It looks actually smaller, and basically the same amount of size, but it's, as I said, ion threaded. Just screw it on. One thing that's really weird about this barrel is that they didn't actually put a lot of effort on it. Like, it feels exactly the same as a Freak. I've shot with a Freak before with my friend's Epiphany, but like the holes are not even aligned like completely. There's probably, you can't see it, but the holes are huge. Well, it's actually called the porting, but it's like very little porting. The holes are huge, and they're not exactly like centered, because I put my fingers here and I put my other finger here, and it's not placed in the right side, so it's not exactly the best one ever made. If you get the Vibe, you'll know what I'm talking about. For some reason, my barrel condom did not come with the Smart Parts logo. It just came with a black barrel condom. Don't know why, don't care. At least it works. And here are some Allen wrenches. One thing about the Allen wrenches, the only size that it does not come with, I don't know the size it is, but it's super small, and that's for the little screw right here, right there. There's a little screw, you can see it right there, but that's the Allen key that it doesn't come with. I don't know if it comes with any other Vibe, but with mine it didn't come, so I had to search on my Allen wrenches to find one. And so that's basically it for the packaging. Well, no, go on to the what's on the bottom, and that's the manuals, warranty, and some other info. There's a warranty card, and yeah, fill that out later. Here's a manual. I think it's in Portuguese, Spanish, and English, but it's almost like the G3 like manual. It's basically a poster. It's not a book. Here's a gas info sheet. If you got like, it tells you about CO2 and HPA and what to use and how to switch the CO2 to HPA on the Vibe. Because you don't just screw in the CO2 tank and then put it in HPA one. You actually have to configure it. And this is the firing modes. You can lock it into semi-auto lock, or you can have the 3 modes. And that's basically it for the box. Let's just put this all aside and continue with the gun. There's the Vibe. Oh, by the way, I just moved from my old house and my gaming room got a little smaller. And now there's no computer over there. But yeah, my games are now over there instead of in the filing cabinet. But you get the point. Let's go on. So, yeah, gonna get the barrel. Put the barrel on, and that's how it looks. I'm gonna get my friend to borrow me his Freak because he bought an E-Tech 2. You can check out his video on the E-Tech 2. His name is Christian Rat, and he's got very few videos that actually are worth to pay attention to. Sorry about that, Christian Rat. But yeah, I mean, the feed neck's a little bit weird. It's not all open. It's more like closed. You have to force the loader in, and it grabs onto the loader, and then you just torque that, and it grabs to dear life to it until, of course, the feed neck breaks. I don't know how you could actually break this. Probably diving with a Superman dive and throwing the gun. But yeah, I mean, that's the loader. I'm not gonna screw the screw to tighten it, and now I'm gonna gas it. It's a little bit lighter than the Epiphany. Louder, sorry. Of course, it's